Hello, everybody. Hi. It is Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. How's everybody doing? I am coming to you from the beautiful state of Michigan, where we have winter going on. It's 19 degrees, and we have snow outside. Not very much snow, but we do have white on the ground, which is nice. Many people are not thrilled with snow, but I like it. It's beautiful. I enjoy it. And so, yeah, I'm going to stream live here today and I'm going to talk all about sea vegetables. And I am going to make kombu tea with you during the live. And I am going to check Facebook to see if the comments come through. So last time I went live, which was in December, some people were commenting on the live post on Facebook, and I didn't see it until after the stream was over and done with. So I just went on Facebook and I myself left a comment, and I do see it here in the studio. So hopefully, if people join me, I will see your comment. Speaking of joining me, hey, if you're tuned in, go ahead and leave a comment and say hello. Let me know where you're tuned in from. And do you have snow where you're tuned in from? Or are you enjoying lots of snow? Up in the UP, they got lots of snow. They go snowmobiling and have fun up there. I am Chef Val, and my name is Valerie Wilson, and my business name is MacroVal. That's why my website is macroval.com. I have been teaching healthy cooking classes and running my own business for 28 years now. Yes, it's been 28 years since I've been doing this. I am the author of 6 cookbooks. I teach cooking classes on a regular basis all the time. I have new recipes that I create on a regular basis. You can attend here in my house in person if you live in Michigan, or you can attend virtually. In fact, all my classes I hook up to Zoom and you can attend virtually. Some of the classes are hands-on and everybody's helping participate if you're here in person. And then some of the Zoom classes, people get the ingredients ahead of time and they actually cook along with me, which is a lot of fun. In fact, the next cooking class is all about tofu, and it's really healthy recipes. I tried to focus in January on very healthy recipes that are really good to, get you going in 2025 to start your journey on eating healthy and everything. So let's look at my website. I'm going to share the screen. Here we go. Here's my website. If you haven't been there yet, macroval.com. Lots of wonderful information here on my website. Healing dishes for your health. This one has already taken place, but the next one is Thursday, January 23rd. And for more information, you click here and you go here. And here's all about my cooking classes. And here is the next one, Healing Dishes with Tofu. I'm going to teach you how to make the traditional yakinabe dish, which is tofu and kombu and daikon, and it's oh so flavorful. It helps to maintain healthy hormone levels. That's what that one's mostly used for. And then I'm also going to teach how to make a roasted vegetable and tofu dish with a miso sauce. And I adore miso, and it's really good for you. So the recipes are going to feature sweet potato, cauliflower, daikon, the sea vegetable kombu, which I'm going to be talking all about sea vegetables. And so you just click here and add this to your cart, and you can attend that cooking class, which would be wonderful. And then if you're interested in anything else that I have to offer, such as my consultations, I do work with people one-on-one, and I use food to help them overcome dis-ease in the body or any type of things that your body may be dealing with. And I use food, and I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I have successfully worked with many people, some that have overcome arthritis and health challenges, digestive issues, Meniere's disease, eczema, and a few different kinds of cancers, prostate, breast, lung cancer. I've worked with people, and when they change their diet, when they start eating healthy organic food, it really improves their health, which is wonderful. I also offer personal chef services. I can come into your house and cook for you. And I also have the recipe of the month. Every month I put a recipe, and look, it's Kombu Tea. Now this is what we're going to be making here while I'm live with you, Kombu Tea. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is what kombu looks like. If you've never seen it, this is one of the sea vegetables here. And it's just 4 inches of kombu with 5 cups of water. You bring the water to a boil, you put the kombu in the water, and you let it simmer for about 10 minutes, and then you drink the water. I'm going to tell you more about the health benefits about that also. So that's my website. And also too, if you want to stay connected with me, on the homepage down here at the bottom, you sign up for my newsletter and you stay connected with everything that I have going on. All right, stop screen sharing. There I go. Okay, so have you cooked with sea vegetables? What do you think of sea vegetables? Leave a comment. Let me know. Even if you're not watching this live, if you're watching it later, leave a comment, ask a question. I can answer it. So sea vegetables are the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, and we as a human species have been eating them for a long, long time. But most people don't know anything about them, haven't heard of them, and they're very unfamiliar to most people. And so they become challenging. And when something is challenging, then people kind of get stuck and they're like, well, I'm afraid to use that because I don't know what to do. I don't know how to use it. I'm uncertain. And that's why I'm here. That's why I teach cooking classes. That's why I've written 6 cookbooks. I have been studying food for well over 28 years. I've been in business for 28 years, but before that, I was studying food and I was learning how to cook this healthy, organic food that also is based in macrobiotic principles. And this is what I've been doing my whole adult life. And I absolutely love food. I adore food. Okay, so let's start with kombu because I'm going to make kombu tea. First of all, let's go ahead and get it going and make it. So get yourself a pot, any type of stainless steel pot. It's perfectly fine. You can use a stainless steel pot. We're going to get 5 cups of water. I always get, purified water. I do have a little device here in my house that cleans. I'm not well versed and super I don't sell water purifiers. I don't have a hidden agenda or whatever. So you just want to make sure that your water is purified. Don't use tap water. 5 cups of water. And then you take 4 inches of kombu. Now, sea vegetables will come in a bag like this, and they'll be dry and non-perishable, which means they will last for, let's see, how long? When will they be? They will last for ever. They will never go bad. They will last forever. You don't need to refrigerate your sea vegetables. They can just remain, in your cabinet or stored somewhere. When I first switched over my diet and I was first cooking these things, I didn't know. And I used to store my sea vegetables in the fridge. I mean, if you have room in your fridge, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you don't have to. They are dry, they're non-perishable, and they literally will last forever. So they're never going to go bad on you. Okay, so here's our kombu. This is what it looks like. All right. It's, it's an actual leaf of a plant that grows in the ocean. Oh, by the way, many people call these seaweed, and you hear me as I'm teaching and talking, I always call them sea vegetables. Unfortunately, the word weed, has like kind of a negative thought pattern behind it. So I use vegetables because vegetables are just kind of more positive. So I call it sea vegetable. Some people call it seaweed. And so that's what it is. So I just estimate what 4 inches is. So I just, with my knuckle, I kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would say this piece is like 5 inches long, We don't need, I mean, you could go ahead and throw the whole 5 inches in, but I usually go and just chop off a little piece here. And I can use this little piece, for seasoning something else, soup or beans or whatever. Kombu goes in water. I mean, it couldn't be more simple than this. This is what we're doing. Okay. Put this on the stove. Bring it to a boil. So we're going to do. We're going to bring it to a boil. All right. So what's the deal with kombu? Why is kombu fantastic? Well, all sea vegetables are fantastic, and I can go over the health benefits of all sea vegetables, but in particular, kombu has keratin. Keratin is the main hair protein. Maybe you've seen some shampoos that say keratin as one of the ingredients, or keratin enriched shampoos or something like that, because it's the main hair protein, and you get keratin from kombu. So if you want beautiful, healthy, thick hair, you should drink this kombu tea. I have worked with people, again, one-on-one lifestyle counseling, that have hair issues, and I have recommended taking the kombu tea, and it has always worked, never failed. Now, I myself, knock on wood, I really haven't had hair issues, although there have been times in my life where, after you take a shower and you're combing your hair and there's a lot of hair coming out and you think, oh, that's a little more than usual. So I start drinking the kombu tea, and it clears it up. It's beautiful. In fact, my hair is thicker now than it was when I was a kid, when I ate the average American diet. Now that I eat healthy, organic, whole foods and I use the sea vegetables, my hair is actually thicker now than it was before. So again, I have no issues with my hair whatsoever. I do enjoy the kombu tea. However, I have suggested and served this kombu tea to people who, when they taste it, think it has a strong taste and they're not too happy with it. I kind of don't really think it has much of a taste at all. And, if you think it has kind of a yucky taste, you can kind of just think of it as medicine. It's going to help your hair grow. And being also that's going to help your hair, it's also going to help your skin and your nails. I mean, that's what it's going to help you with. And you can also combine it with other teas. So I drink Kakusha twig tea all the time. And for anybody who's attended my cooking classes, this is what I serve. And I tell you all about Kakusha twig tea all the time. This is basically a roasted twig tea. It's not a green tea. There's no caffeine in it. And this has all the health benefits of Chinese green tea, only in smaller quantities. Antioxidants is fantastic with you. So I make a pot of Kakusha twig tea with the tea bag, and I'll put a piece of kombu in it. So I got the two together. So you can do that. I'm showing you how to make the kombu tea by itself, but you most certainly can combine it with another tea, and maybe then it'll be more palatable for you and you'll like it better. All right. And then people always say to me, well, okay, how much should I drink? Well, what kind of condition are you dealing with? Is your hair falling out? Does your hair need a lot of help? You might need 4 to 5 cups a day. Is your hair just kind of thinning a little bit? You just want to help it? 2 to 3 cups a day. 2 to 3 cups a day is a good average. But you have to do it consistently. A lot of people think, because we're in this pill world where they just take a pill and they think everything's good. Food does not work that way. And especially teas, such as the kombu tea, you need to drink it on a regular basis and you will eventually see the health benefits of it. But it's not going to happen from your first cup of tea. You got to keep drinking the tea. All right. Yeah. So you want to keep going with the tea. We're still waiting for the water to boil. So it hasn't boiled yet. Still waiting for that. Now, recently I wrote my Substack blog all about sea vegetables. That's my latest blog. So you can subscribe to my Substack blog for free, which I greatly appreciate it. And there's also a way that you can sign up and you can pay a very small fee to be a subscriber, which just helps to support my business. And I'm not sure if everybody realizes how hard it is when you're self-employed and when you're single and you live by yourself. But any amount of help, any amount of donations that can possibly come in is greatly appreciated. Now, when I write my blog, it takes a couple hours to write this blog. And then if I'm doing research, the research that I share about sea vegetables, I literally have been studying sea vegetables for 28 years. So there's a wealth of information there. And, people don't realize, they start wanting my information. And I'm like, okay, this is what I do for a living. This is not a hobby. I don't do anything else. I teach cooking classes. I cook for people. I do consultations and I write my blog. So I'm a writer. And so any amount of support is greatly appreciated. Just like as you're watching this video right now, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, if you hit that like button and if you leave a comment, you up the algorithms and more people are likely to see this video. Okay. Again, on social media, there's all these people that, you like and you follow, and they've got hundreds of thousands of people watching their video. And that's fantastic. I have some of my favorites too, but people who are small businesses, such myself, you just don't realize how much we appreciate any type of interaction. So please just say hello in the comment section, whether you're watching live right now or if you're watching the recording later. I will see your comment and I will acknowledge it. Thank you. And so, yeah, we're still waiting for that water to come to a boil. Let me show you my Substack blog. Share screen. Here we go. So this is my latest Substack blog, Sea Vegetables, the mineral-rich food from the sea. Now, I wrote about arame and kombu. Sea plants contain 10 to 20 times the mineral of land plants. They have an abundance of vitamins and other elements necessary for man's metabolism. Plus, certain ones actually remove radioactive and toxic metal waste from the body. There's another great reason that you should start eating sea vegetables: radioactive and toxic metal waste from the body. Some call them seaweed. I call them sea vegetables. They're an incredible food from the ocean. They've been eaten for tens of thousands of years. They have been known for thousands of years to help prevent disease, prolong life, impart beauty and health for a happier, longer life. They are known for their life-giving abilities. Think about the way the body begins its development in the womb. It is in a saline solution. The environment cleans the blood and nourishes the unborn baby, all inside an environment that is almost the same composition as seawater where the sea vegetables grow. They do grow in the ocean. They are an actual plant that grows in the ocean. They are fantastic for your blood, for your nervous system, for all of the organs in your body. General healing properties of sea vegetables: they're cooling in nature. They're salty and bitter flavor. So salty food feeds and nurtures your kidneys, your adrenal glands, your bladder. Bitter foods feed and nurture your brain and your heart. Sea vegetables help to detoxify the body. They help moisten dryness. They can build yin fluids. They, of course, help to alkalize the blood. They alleviate liver stagnation. They're fantastic for the thyroid. They help soften hardened masses in the body. They can help with edema, which is swelling. They remove residues of radiation in the body. They can help transform phlegm in your body, diuretic in nature, improve water metabolism, act as a lymphatic cleanser, can help lower cholesterol, help lower high blood pressure, help remove excess fat in the blood, and they also help to regenerate the lungs and the gastrointestinal tract. All right, let's go down to kombu because that's the one that we're doing right here. The water is up to a boil right now, so I'm going to let that kombu tea boil for 10 minutes. Kombu is a member of the kelp family. It has a yellow brownish color. Here's what it looks like in the stores if you want to buy it. It can grow up to 1,500 feet. Well, that's really big. It prefers to be in cool climates. Some of the health benefits of kombu in particular are some of the ones that I've already listed. It's really good for your kidneys, diuretic in nature. It is a natural fungicide. It's really good for your blood. What sea vegetables are known for is they can help harden masses and areas in the bodies. They soften it up so that the body can get rid of it. They help to restore tired muscles. They can help with your lungs and your breathing. They can get rid of candida. They can get rid of fungus and yeast overgrowth. Okay. These are all the things for kombu. It greatly increases the nutritional value of all food prepared with it and is considered the most complete mineralized food. Always cook kombu with beans. The minerals help to balance the protein and oils in them and helps increase the digestion of the beans. Kombu also breaks down tough fibers in beans and other foods to help aid in digestion. So whenever I teach cooking classes, whenever I cook, I always impart to my students, whenever you cook beans, you have to have kombu cooked with those beans. Helps eliminate gas because you're helping your body digest the bean, the high protein bean. Here are the pictures. I wanted to show you pictures of the upcoming tofu cooking class. That's yakinabe right there. And this is the roasted vegetables with tofu and the miso sauce. Okay. That's coming up on Thursday, January 23rd. This one is virtual, so it doesn't matter where you live. You can attend this class. I'm going to give you all the health benefits. And these dishes are, both of them are just absolutely delicious. So that's a little bit of information about kombu. Let me stop screen sharing. And somebody has left a comment. Thank you, Val. Amazing info. Thank you so much for your comment. Greatly appreciate that. Going to try this. My hair is thinning and I'm in my 30s. Hair falls out so easily. Yeah, absolutely. You need to try this. This will really help you. Yeah. So I saw one of her comments, but not the other comments. You know, I'm on this Restream studio and sometimes they don't always show me comments. So I'm always checking like the Facebook and I'm checking my YouTube channel to see if anybody's. Oh, Athena tuned in. Hi, Athena. Greetings from Asheville. Love sea vegetables. Make a kombu dashi for miso soup. Thank you. Absolutely. So a kombu dashi for miso soup is very similar to the kombu tea that I'm showing you how to do right now. So Athena has attended quite a few of my cooking classes, and she's a sweetheart. And she's down in Asheville, North Carolina, you know, where all that devastation happened. But she's doing good. Everybody say hi to Athena. So glad you're tuned in, Athena. We'll have to see you in one of the upcoming cooking classes soon, I hope. And yeah, like Athena and user97, if you guys have a comment or a question, please go ahead and put it in the chat. Greatly appreciate that. And also, if you guys watching could hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel, so it looks like people actually like the video. And if you're watching on Facebook, if you could hit the like button, then again, that really helps with the algorithms so that more people see the video. All right, so we got the kombu tea. It's simmering now. So let's go over some other sea vegetables because I know you want to cook with sea vegetables now that I've told you all the health benefits, right? Okay, so we did kombu. Now, here's another one, arame. Okay, have you heard of arame? And have you tasted it? You know, when I switched over my diet and I started eating healthy and everything, one of the things that I found most challenging was how do you pronounce these sea vegetables? Because, you know, they're spelled there and everything, but then you're talking and you're trying to pronounce them and you don't know how to pronounce them. So when I started, and I had been in the food industry since I was 17 years old. I've been in the food industry since I was 17 years old. But I was using, you know, I worked at a deli, I worked at a restaurant, and then I discovered healthy cooking. And even though I had a long background of being in the food industry, I still needed to attend cooking classes to learn how to use these specific ingredients and also to learn how to pronounce them. Arame. So arame is like brown. It's actually black. It's one of the sea vegetables that is black. It's stringy. And when you cook with arame, you always want to remember, well, with all sea vegetables, but I have quite a few arame dishes where you want to make sure you put sweet vegetables with the aramay. So that would be onions. Once onions are cooked, they're sweet. Carrots. Carrots have that beautiful natural sweetness. And sweet potato and corn. Corn has this beautiful sweetness that really complements the aramay. Now, make sure that you're getting organic corn, though. I use organic ingredients all the time. I may not say organic, or my recipes may not say organic, because that gets redundant. If I got a recipe with 6 ingredients and then it says organic like 6 times, right? So, but I do always emphasize organic ingredients in the cooking class, and I always tell people, yes, you definitely need them. Okay, wakame. This one was hard to pronounce too. Okay, that's how it's spelled, wakame. Now, this is the one that you put in miso soup. Miso soup has to have 2 things. It has to have miso and it has to have wakame. Okay, so these are wakame flakes. Now, when I first started cooking this way, most of the wakame was sold in sticks, like kombu. You can still get the sticks, but more and more I'm finding the wakame flakes. So some of my old recipes, like in my first cookbook, Perceptions, my miso soup recipe, it tells you to use like 8 or 12 inches of wakame because it used to be in sticks, and it's kind of hard to understand to convert it. Now, these wakame flakes, when you soak them, they expand a lot. So I make a big pot of miso, like 4 quarts. I will use 1 tablespoon of wakame flakes, just 1 tablespoon. Don't use more. I have a student who is also one of my clients, and she made a miso soup, and she followed the recipe on the wakame package. It wasn't this package, it was a different package, but that package told her to use 2 tablespoons of wakame flakes. And she said she made the soup and it did not taste good. She goes, "It's not as good as yours, Val." Well, I don't mean to brag, but thank you. For the many years that I've been teaching cooking classes, I get that comment a lot. Well, it wasn't as good as yours. So I always work with my customers. I work with my clients. So we started to talk about how she made the miso soup. And when she told me she used 2 tablespoons of wakame, I was, oh, that's too much. So what happens is you start to impart the bitter flavor of the sea vegetable into your soup. And nobody wants to eat a soup that's bitter. They want to eat a soup that's naturally sweet. So unfortunately, she had used too much wakame. And that can happen, right? Which is why cooking classes, videos like this are very, very important. People who actually cook and work with the sea vegetables can help you so that you can cook and work with them. And so just remember, a little bit goes a long way with all sea vegetables. A little bit goes a long way. All right, here we go with some nori. This is the one that most people are familiar with because this is the one that you make the nori brown rice rolls, or what people call sushi. Although, I don't know if you know this, but sushi does not mean raw fish. Sushi means brown rice nori rolls. Sashimi is raw fish. But a lot of times they make the sushi and they put raw fish in it. Although I'm vegan, so I don't do that. But I know that that's what is at restaurants and stores and things like that. So nori is the one that's in sheets, okay? And this is the one that you make like the nori rolls, which I've taught how to make nori rolls many, many times. In fact, the kids, when I taught cooking classes in an after-school program, they wanted to know how to make sushi. And they had so much fun making the sushi. So I've done that with the kids before, which is so much fun. Now this one, they take the sea vegetable and they shred it, and then they lay it out in the sun to dry. And they lay it out on bamboo mats, and then they create these sheets. And you use these sheets and you make the nori rolls and things like that. Although I recently created a new recipe. It's a chocolate cookie with chocolate chips. It's a chocolate chip cookie with nori. Yes, I put sea vegetable in my dessert because I wanted to be innovative and crazy. So that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm just checking our Kombu Tea here. Just a couple more minutes, and I'll show you the end product. Okay, I have a huge special announcement that only people who are tuned in to this live video, or if you're watching the recording later, will hear this. I have not told anybody this yet, okay? This is a huge announcement. Haven't told anybody this yet. I am working on my next cookbook. Cookbook number 7. Guess what the topic of the cookbook is? Well, it's what I've been talking about so far on this live. Sea vegetables. Yes, the next cookbook is going to be sea vegetables, and I am planning on it being released in March. And that chocolate chip cookie recipe with nori is going to be in the cookbook. I've been working on sea vegetable recipes. I have desserts. I'm so excited. And I'm going to show you, only people watching this video get to see this. Remember, here is one of the dishes. It's going to be in the new sea vegetable cookbook, just made and created today. Aramay, broccoli, and sweet potato. Aramay, broccoli, and sweet potato. So right now I'm working on all these recipes, creating some new ones, and taking pictures of them. But you are the first to hear this. Only people watching this video know this because I've been working on it. Cookbook number 7, scheduled to be released March 2025. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Okay, another sea vegetable that I use all the time, which is great, is the agar flakes. So they're called agar flakes. Sometimes they're called agar flakes, and sometimes they're called Canton flakes. Although Canton is the fruit dessert that you make with the agar flakes, okay? Once you take the agar flakes and you cook them with fruit, and then it solidifies and makes the desserts, it's called Canton, okay? So these aren't really Canton flakes. These are agar flakes. Agar is a red algae that's been freeze dried, and it comes in flakes. And the purpose of using agar flakes is, like I said, you cook it on the stove, and then you pour whatever you cooked into a dish. It's almost always dessert. It solidifies like Jell-O. Only we don't want to eat Jell-O because that's ground up horses' hooves and bones of animals. We don't want that. But that's what agar does. It solidifies and it makes like a Jell-O dessert. Athena says, that's fantastic. So excited. Thank you. Looking forward. Yes, absolutely. And Athena gets my newsletter. Remember on my website, I showed you how to sign up on my newsletter. So Athena is going to be one of the first people to hear when the cookbook gets released in March of 2025 because she gets my newsletter. So make sure you sign up for that newsletter and you'll know also. And so, yeah, the new cookbook, I've been working on some agar desserts. I just made a pear blueberry one. Pear and blueberry, one of my favorite kombus. I love that one. So agar flakes is mostly used for desserts because of the it solidifies and everything. Okay, let me show you the Kombu Tea. So I'm just going to actually, I don't even need to do that, do I? I can just take the kombu out of there. I don't need to strain it. You could strain it, but I don't know what I was thinking. I don't need to strain it. Here. All right. I mean, it's not much to see, but you can see it if you want to. It's a pot with kombu in it. See? All right. So now we remove the kombu and we drink the water. What can we do with this kombu? We can chop it up and put it in a soup or put it in a grain dish or put it in a bean dish or something like that, or you can eat it. A lot of people don't like the taste of it, whatever. It's probably best if you put it in another dish so that it's palatable and people. But what's in the water is all the vitamins, minerals, health benefits, and the keratin for your hair. That's in the water. Now, you get the keratin from the sea vegetable kombu if you cook kombu in your food on a regular basis. But, you'd have to eat a lot of beans and a lot of things with kombu in it. So by making the tea, it's like concentrated. That's why we drink the tea, because it's concentrated. Let me see, where can I get a cup? Just put it in one of these cups here. It is, it's just a clear broth. It's not brown. It's not any color whatsoever. And like I said, I drink it. I don't have a problem with it. But, I like to be honest with everybody. I have worked with people who I suggest the kombu tea, and when they make it and they try drinking it, they don't like the taste of it. And so my recommendation is to combine it with another tea that you actually do like, and then you can probably drink it and it's not a problem. All right, I got another sea vegetable for you. This is a really good one. Dulse. Okay. Another one that, like, when you first start cooking and using these things, you might not know how to pronounce it. So dulse is a sea vegetable you can eat right out of the bag. You can eat nori right out of the bag too. The other ones like wakame, arame, kombu, they actually are more palatable and taste better if you cook them. But dulse you can eat right out of the bag. In fact, in the 1920s, they used to have dulse in bowls in pubs in Boston, and people used to just eat the dulse as a snack. Let me take a little piece out of here. I'll show you what it looks like. And the smell of dulse, it smells, I don't know, it smells like the ocean, it smells like the sea, but it has a beautiful, natural, salty taste to it. This is what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, you just take a piece. Yum. Woo. Love that. You can put dulse in salads in the summertime. You can cut it up. You can also put dulse in a fry pan on like a medium heat, and you can crisp it up. It'll get crispy, and then it'll be like crunchy. I apologize for that. My phone's ringing. Just going to ignore it. Okay. There's also dulse flakes. So this is the sea vegetable dulse that's chopped up in really small pieces, so it's flakes. I tell people when they first start, and maybe this is all new to you and you just started eating healthy, and so you don't want to get confused. This is the easiest one you can use on your food, because all you do is sprinkle it on your food. Dulse flakes. You can buy this from health food stores. You can order it on the internet or something, and you can put dulse flakes on brown rice, millet, quinoa, any of your whole grains, pasta, beans, vegetables. You can put dulse flakes on anything. Okay. So it's the easiest one to start incorporating into your diet. Dulse flakes. Also a wonderful salty flavor. It's really, really nice. Now, there are a few more sea vegetables, but I'm kind of running out of time to go through all of them. And I also, in the upcoming cookbook that's going to be released in March of 2025, I may not be able to cover all the sea vegetables in the cookbook because there's a lot of them. I'm going to stick with the ones that I use the most, which would be the arame, the nori, the dulse, the agar flakes, and the kombu. Those are the ones that are going to be featured, and those are the recipes that I'm working. I have a lot of these recipes already done from the 28 years I've been teaching cooking classes, but the chocolate chip cookies is a new one because that one has nori in it. And so during the lives, whenever I go live on Facebook and YouTube, which I try and go twice a month, and if you're signed up for my newsletter, you'll know when that is. I like to share about what's going on with the Porcupine Mountains. The Porcupine Mountains is a beautiful state park here in the state of Michigan. In fact, in 2023, it was voted the most beautiful state park in the whole United States. And if you've watched my videos or attended my cooking classes, you know that they are proposing putting a mine site right next to the beautiful Porcupine Mountains, right next to Lake Superior. Now, I adore the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. You can see my earrings. It's my favorite place. I do not live there. I do live in the lower part of Michigan, but I go to the Upper Peninsula whenever it's possible. I have been camping at the Porcupine Mountains many times. I've been hiking out there. I love it. It's just wild, untamed wilderness. Just, it's a huge section, and it's so quiet and peaceful. It's the woods, it's the forest, it's beautiful. A mine would just destroy that. Now, I've been telling people about this for a couple, well, this is going on the second year now, but there is a website called Protect the Porkies. There's also a link in the description underneath this video on YouTube. Please go to that website. That website was created by a man named Tom. I met Tom in August. He doesn't make any money from this. He lives up there in this area, and he is just educating people about the devastation that would happen if this mine was to go in. And he's been very successful in this campaign to tell everybody about what's going on. I have been a part of the campaign where all my cooking classes, all my live videos, I tell everybody about what's going on at the Porcupine Mountains to get the word out. Because there's a petition on the website, Protect the Porkies, that you can sign. And it doesn't matter if you live in Michigan, because people come from all over the world to see the Porcupine Mountains because they're just so beautiful. So the petition can be signed by anyone, just saying that you don't want the beautiful wilderness to be ruined by this mine site. Let me share the screen of the Porcupine Mountains. You can see the website. All right, so here is Protect the Porkies. This is their website, and they go into great detail. Here's a map. See, so here's the Porcupine. It's a huge state park, but right over here is where they want to put the mine site in, and right here is Lake Michigan. Very, very close. Not a good idea. There's quite a few videos. You can watch videos. You can learn out more, and the whole, gravity and everything from the waste that will be created from this mine site has the potential of flowing into Lake Superior, which is freshwater, one of the largest freshwater sources on the planet. And this website is just so full of information. What you can do when you go to the website is you want to click this here that says Take Action. All right, here is the petition that you want to sign. Reach out to your lawmakers. Now, this is what happened in 2024. The Michigan Senate Appropriations Committee blocked a $50 million taxpayer-funded grant to the proposed copper mine, not once, but twice. News articles are reporting that the company has until November of 2025 to continue seeking the grant funding. So twice in 2024, Tom from Protect the Porkies sent all of us who are following it emails, and I sent emails to all the people that were going to vote on this, telling them that I did not approve of it. And it's been from people like me, people like you, that just outreach, to the powers that be and tell them this is not a good idea, because when you say something, your voice matters. And so because of that, this $50 million grant was voted down twice. And again, like I said, here is all the information that you need. Here's some talking points. The copper would be shipped to Canada. It wouldn't even stay in the United States. Highland Copper, which is the copper company, they've never even developed a mine before. There's no private investors, and the amount, I don't know if you know the history of the Upper Peninsula, which, because I love it so much, I do, but I'm looking for the videos. All the copper that was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan was removed back in the 1800s. So there's hardly any copper left up there. It's just a really bad idea. This is a website. I don't know what happened to all the videos. They have a YouTube channel too. I always like going to the videos to learn more. Oh, it's also on indigenous property. It's located firmly in the 1842 treaty territory. Another reason why it's a bad idea. This is pictures. This is the Presqu'île Isle River. I was there in August. So this area right here is so beautiful. Yeah, I was there. Look how beautiful it is. This is what would be devastated and ruined. This absolutely beautiful place. Yeah, so check it out. Protect the Porkies. Like I said, I tell everybody about this when I go live. And all right, let's check and see if there's any comments that I missed. Nope, no comments that I missed. Let's taste some of that kombu tea. I let it cool so it wouldn't be like super hot, right? See, I like it. I don't think it has a strong taste, but I've been eating sea vegetables for 30 years, so it's very nice indeed. Yeah, and if you want beautiful hair and nails and skin, you want kombu tea. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Please go to macroval.com, sign up for the newsletter, and please attend an upcoming cooking class. I would love to see you in a cooking class. We have so much fun in the cooking classes, creating the food together. We have some regular students, and then we have some new students, and everybody gets to know each other like Athena. And we all keep in contact, and we all share, what we've cooked and how it came out, and all kinds of latest news and things like that. It's a really nice little community of people who want to eat healthy, eat organic, are interested in remaining healthy. And again, my big announcement that this is the first place I've shared it, March 2025, cookbook number 7. It's going to be about sea vegetables. Okay. I haven't even finalized the exact title of it, but it's sea vegetables. All the recipes will have sea vegetables in it. I'm super excited about that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button and the thumbs up button. And thank you for sharing. And thank you for supporting me. Greatly appreciate it. And for now, get in the kitchen and cook healthy.